Ah, ah, ah. What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review. And today, I'm always happy and gleeful to be taking a look at the brand new Neca Toys Sesame Street line. And today, we're going to be taking a look at none other than my father's favorite character, the Count Von Count. Oh, man. The Count of Count. He is... This, I said it, and I said it in the Bert and Ernie video, and I will say it if every time I get the joy of reviewing one of these figures. This is going to go down as my favorite line ever. It is. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. I love Marvel Legends for the most part. I like DC. I like Jurassic Park. Neca does great with the Turtles. But this is my favorite line. I am an enormous Jim Henson fan, an enormous Sesame Street fan in particular. This was my childhood. It's not often that I get to resonate with something that I know all about it. So without further ado, pop this open real quick. Get great product shots. I'm just so thrilled and appreciative to be taking a look at this line. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do just that. So taking the Count Von Count out of the packaging. I mean, we might be, I hope we are, but we could get like 50 characters into this line, and I'll still never believe that this is something that I'm holding, that this is something that that exists, that I own. It's just incredible. It is so incredible and makes me so happy. Taking a look at this head sculpt here. I got a little bit of scuffage there, but look at that face. That is perfect. That is the Count Von Count. The felt looks great, like that Muppet fuzz. I love it. I love it. He's even got like a slight texture on his suit. Get that little goatee, the bow tie with the nice little lapel thing. I don't really know what that sash thing is called. Inside the arm here, you get amazing, amazing texture or like a pattern in here. It looks great. It looks wonderful. I love it. The whole thing is bendy wired, and it's a little like plastic loop that goes in his wrists, but they don't feel fragile, and it really is like the perfect combination to do this. Now, what I don't like is there's just like a little hook that pegs into the back of his body to keep it onto his back. I'm probably just going to glue that in, to be completely honest with you, because it just moves all around and comes out very, very easily. I do wish that tabbed in a little bit better, but it's not the end of the world by any means. And then, of course, he's one of... It's funny that they started off with 3 characters that wear shoes, though I would argue most characters on Sesame Street don't wear shoes. I think that's kind of silly, but yeah. This is awesome. This is great. He may be my favorite one so far, but I don't know. It's going to be tight. I mean, it's going to be tight with which one's my favorite, but the cape cloak just sets this guy over the edge. So in terms of accessories, what do we got here for the Count Von Count? He's not a vampire, and he's like 65 million years old. Okay, some crazy number. Look it up. It's hilarious. It's one of my favorite facts in all of pop culture, that he's like 6,700,000, some crazy number old. He is like incredibly old. He gets 2 gripping hands here. You get... I love it. You get 1 2 3 1 2 3. I love it. I love it. That is awesome. That is so awesome. The count has to count. And of course, number 2 is very special with this one because he comes with the number 2. Very sad number 2. But guys, think about it, okay? 26 letters. 10 digits. That's a lot of characters there. 36 characters? I hope so. And that means we're at least getting 33 more. 3 have been confirmed. So 30 more characters potentially? Bring them on. Bring them on. In addition to that, you do get a phone. He always answers the phone. He loves counting on the numbers on the phone. There's a couple bits with this of him in his castle. Those were always some of my favorite ones. I like that a lot. He gets the candelabra. It is featured on the front of the box. I don't usually do this, but I love the artwork so much on these boxes that I've been cutting these out. I did it with Bert and Ernie. I don't know what I'm going to do with them yet, but I just love them too much. It's too cool not to have them. You get this nice candelabra, very hard plastic. I like that. It's very, it doesn't feel like it's going to break, but it's not soft. I like that. And finally, you get an alternate head with a closed mouth, and the ears are a little bit more bent, but I prefer the open mouth. Wonderful. So great spread of accessories here. You really can't ask for more. I mean, you could. There's always more things from other bits. I mean, this design in his cape has changed over the years, so maybe a different cape would have been kind of cool, but that's fine by me. I don't really care. I was actually just at not that you guys care, but I was actually just at Sesame Place today at the time of getting this guy because they just opened up a new store, and I actually used to work at Sesame Place. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Sesame Place, Lancaster, PA. Not Lancaster, Langhorne, PA. I used to work there, and they just opened up this new store that you don't even have to enter the park to get into. So yeah. And the count's everywhere in there. I love it. He has his own little section in there. It's great. The head will go up that far, will go down, pivot side to side, and rotate. The way they do these necks is perfect. And you can always get him doing his little dance. This is awesome. The shoulder goes up, goes down, rotate forward. It'll go all the way around just with the cape. Single jointed elbow that goes in past 90 and will rotate, and then the wrist swivel and hinge, and that little plastic thing does not get in the way at all. I think that was a really smart move on Neca's part. The torso is really just gonna move a little bit, nothing crazy, but that's okay. And then the hips, if you really want to push them, you're almost getting splits. Kick forward, back, upper thigh swivel, single jointed knee that will also rotate. And then the ankles don't really do much, but they're going to go up, down, and pivot and rotate. So I would just be careful, take any figure, but sometimes Neca in particular, take it easy at first, work the joints, get to know them a little bit, and then you'll be able to pretty much do anything you would want to do with a count figure. I can't imagine that people are going to want to do much more. So in terms of scaling, I hear that this is the only complaint that people really have with this line is the scale is off. And yeah, I can agree with that, but who cares, man? Who cares? I guess I'm not a type of person who needs his entire collection to be in scale with each other. I collect multiple different lines, and as long as those figures scale within their own lines, it doesn't really bother me. Obviously, I don't do Hot Toys, and I don't do Star Wars Vintage Collection 3 3/4 inch. I do 6 to 7 inch scale, but I think that's fine. If it's relatively around that, I'm usually pretty good with that. And so as long as these characters look great and they stick together in their own sizes, I'm fine with it. So here he is next to the Neca Toys King Kong along with the Jazzwares Fortnite Series 6-inch Peely. Here he is next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And here he is next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If Series Zombie Captain America, saying to him, that's one arm. So some of you might be still wondering, and what are your final thoughts on this figure? And if you couldn't tell, guys, I am a little kid again with this line. It is awesome. It's just something I've wanted forever. And when they revealed the Toonies figures, I was like, it's just a matter of time until we get the rest, until we get Ultimates, and then a month later, they revealed Bert and Ernie at San Diego Comic-Con. A couple months later, they're in my hands, and now we have the count here, too. Big Bird looks fantastic, Hairy Monster looks fantastic, and Oscar looks fantastic. And the way that they're talking about it, this line is well and deep. They got at least 10 characters on the way. And while I could name whatever left, what was it? 33 left, okay? While I could name 33 characters on Sesame Street, please give us a Snuffy. I'll take 10. All right, I'll take whatever we can get for this line. So with that being said, at a price point of $35, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 out of 10. It's got to be a 10. It is. And if you thought that was corny, I don't give a shit because the count is that guy. Alright? So with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You coppin'. See you guys in the next one. Peace.
What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.